A foreword in Mystery of the Sea shows a truth that lacks.
Making Dracula into a farce by twisting the facts.
Predation reframed as longing, domination as desire.
That is not insight or courage. The scholar needs to be fired.
Okay, wait, I know you want to jump in, honey. Let me give people just a little bit of context first before you get in and get very fired up about this. Okay. So this is not a story or anything. This is something that Raven found when she was reading another book written by Bram Stoker. Made more than just Dracula. He made other books as well. And she was reading one, and it had a foreword to it. And this foreword seemed pretty normal until the point where it wasn't. And I want to make this very clear. This foreword was written in 1997, and there is something in it that is so... I don't even really know how to describe it. So terrible.
Unbelievably stupid.
That Raven decided that we needed to talk about it.
I just want to read the entire introduction for you guys, just so you can understand the full context of this thing, so you can realize just why this has me so fired up, shall we say.
Okay, so go ahead and read what this says. Now, it's not going to seem strange at first until it gets really weird.
The Mystery of the Sea is the book by Bram Stoker in which this introduction is. If the Victorian period produced literature of self-contradiction, inner divisions, and paradoxes, Bram Stoker was a man of his time. He was born Abraham Stoker on 8th of November 1847 in Dublin, the third of 7 children, and spent the first 7 years of his life as an invalid. During those bedridden years, his mother, Charlotte, regaled him with ghost stories and macabre stories of cholera-stricken Ireland in the 1830s, instilling in her son images of the bitter, strange kiss of a creeping, invisible epidemic. This formidable woman, who once severed the hand of a robber reaching through a skylight with one blow of an axe, left her mark through the images of powerfully intelligent women in Stoker's novels. Women who, like Mina Harker in Dracula, have, quote, a man's brain, a brain that a man should have if he were much gifted, and a woman's heart, end quote.
I'm going to be honest with you. This is boring. Can we just skip to the part that actually was the part we wanted to talk about?
Yes.
Because I'm sorry. Long story short, it's a bunch of gobbledygook until the last part where it starts from cultural dilemmas. Do you see that, honey?
I apologize,
How about
guys.
you read from there?
I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to give the full context.
The context is boring. I vote we throw the context into the pit of despair. All in favor?
I'm going to get to the juicy parts now.
You skipping the parts that are boring. Okay, good.
All right.
So, wait. I'll explain. So right now, all that sounds like boring corporate speak, okay?
It sounded like something you would expect to find in an introduction, right?
But now it gets to the point where it is now awful.
Cultural dilemmas are housed in the bodies of the women that people Stoker's texts. In his frighteningly adult collection of children's stories, Under the Sunset, it is the power of a girl that defeats the king of death of the invisible giant. The heroine of the adventure novel, The Mystery of the Sea, Marjorie Drake, cross-dresses her way through an exotic, suspenseful tale of lost treasure and hidden caverns, while Mina Harker and Lucy Westenra defy Victorian codes of female propriety in Dracula. Lucy's predatory sexuality is so strong that it must be symbolically fixed, phallically staked through the heart, and her head cut off, severing mind from body and stifling potentially subversive words.
This sounds weird already, but here's where it gets even weirder.
Count Dracula's threat, like the danger posed by the monster of the Lair of the White Worm, is to spread a broad, ambiguous sexuality that masks deeper anxieties about gender identity. Stoker's coded representation of Dracula's sexual desire for Jonathan Harker, quote, "This man belongs to me," end quote, and the writer's own hero worship of Irving and Walt Whitman suggest an element of homoeroticism that directs contemporary criticism into the field of male sexual identity. Each generation of readers has shaped the image of Stoker's vampire to suit its particular fears and preoccupations. The Count embodied the threat of the German invasion in the 1930s and 40s and communism during the Cold War. And Dracula is reread currently as an ironic foreshadowing of our own technology-saturated post-AIDS culture. Did I read the last paragraph?
Basically, what this is trying to imply is that Dracula, when he was saying this man belongs to me,
preventing his
to drink the blood of Jonathan Harker.
No. It was when his female companions wanted to feed off of him, and he was protecting Jonathan Harker because Harker was his prey, not theirs.
So this person is claiming that means that Dracula's actually gay, and that he really wanted to not suck the guy's blood, but suck his meat, I guess.
I am sorry for making it start off so boring, but you guys understand why this bothered me, right? Right?
So the reason that Raven wanted to do that is because they hid it in the jargon in the beginning, like they made everybody tune out, and then at the end it's like, by the way, Dracula's gay.
And this was written by Jessica DeMello in 1997 from the Chichester Institute of Higher Education. And, darling, do you want to tell everyone what happened when you tried looking up this woman?
So I was curious because I wanted to look into this, okay? Because I was very confused why this person was allowed to do this. Because I'm going to tell you something. This forward is cited everywhere. Everybody cites this, yet nobody has called out the fact that this person is clearly projecting their own values, their own interpretation of Dracula onto Dracula, and literally saying that Dracula is gay.
In 1997.
But
what the actual hell? I'm sorry, darling, but what the actual is this?
Honey. Yes, but let me explain, okay? So I looked this person up. This person does not exist very much. And what I mean by that is their online presence is practically non-existent. The only times I can see this person mentioned is they are mentioned whenever this is cited, okay? Which, by the way, this is cited in Google Scholar. Okay, they are citing this as a scholarly source, a scholarly article, but it literally says, yeah, Bram Stoker meant Dracula to be gay. And I looked this up, and this person has never written a paper, never written another forward, and has never been heard from again. She's rarely mentioned in some random places, but they have never written a paper. They had never written whatever, and someone hired this person to write a foreword for a book written by Bram Stoker, and they used it as an opportunity to put a bunch of jargon, and then at the end basically say, yeah, by the way, Bram Stoker meant Dracula be gay, okay? It is not an uncommon thing for people in academia to be asked or be hired to write a foreword for something. The thing is, it's very unlikely for a person to be hired to do it and then them never to have written anything. And the thing is, this is a forward. This is in an area that is technically a gray area when it comes to academia, because there's not a point being made here. I want to make this clear. There is no evidence that this point that they are making is factual at all. They are saying the line of "this man belongs to me" means Dracula is gay. They bring no sources.
They're saying that "this man belongs to me" means that Dracula has claimed ownership of Jonathan Harker sexually, not because Dracula has chosen him to be his pawn in his plans.
In other words, some freak got a hold of the foreword for a Bram Stoker novel and used it as a platform to inject this garbage propaganda that Dracula is gay, and it has been cited in multiple articles throughout the years, and not a single person has contested this or gone, this makes no sense.
Makes me so angry. It makes me want to go Vlad the Impaler on this person if I could find her. So yeah, I don't know who this is, but keep your hands off of my Bram Stoker books, please. I wish I could just tear out these 4 pages from the book, but that would damage the book, and I don't like damaging books.
But think about this. Imagine being someone who decided to pick up a Bram Stoker novel that wasn't Dracula, and you read the first 4 pages, and the first 4 pages are trying to tell you that Dracula is gay, and you just didn't know it till now.
Share with your crew, escape life's hell, from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace of humor as a cure.